Well, in the studio with me this morning, he's the Indigenous and Community Relations Liaison Central Region from TransCanada, a company based out of Calgary. And his name is Steve Loney, and I want to say good morning to you.
Good morning.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So we're going to be talking about some of the scholarships that you guys offer every year. They're called TransCanada Community Scholarships. And do you want to tell us a bit about how long the company has been doing this for?
Absolutely. So in 2017, TransCanada piloted an internally administered scholarship program, and the results were very successful. So we chose to carry on the program. It is a signature community investment initiative under our corporate community investment education and training focus. And we hope to grow the program this year. So we're really excited to be taking applications now for 2018.
Okay, well, tell us about the company, TransCanada.
Yeah, so TransCanada for over 6 years has been delivering safe, reliable energy to North Americans. Mm-hmm. We have natural gas pipelines, crude oil pipelines. We have interests in natural gas storage, nuclear, wind, and solar facilities throughout North America.
Okay. And you said 60 years.
Yeah, over 60 years. That's right. So the Canadian Mainline, I think, went into service in 1957, and one of our largest facilities in central Canada is just south of Winnipeg in Ile-des-Chênes, Manitoba.
Wow. So the scholarships you guys offer, and you do this every year, you said it's up to $600,000 worth of scholarships for students right across Canada, correct?
Well, actually, it's all throughout North America. We do have some new components this year. We have one that is dedicated to women in business and leadership in Mexico as well. We have in Canada and the U.S., we have the Community Leaders Scholarship. Mm-hmm. We also have the Indigenous Legacy Scholarship, and we have trade scholarships. So some really interesting components. And I think it's important to point out that you don't have to be a straight A student to apply. Some folks we find think you have to be top of your class. That's not the case. Anyone can apply.
Okay, well, let's look at each one of these individually just to give our listeners a sense of the kind of things that would qualify a person. First, let's take the first one, the Leaders Scholarship.
Yeah, so again, not just someone's academic record, but their record within the community. Maybe you're a member of a local service club. Maybe you're volunteering at a local care facility or mentoring youth. Really looking at someone's engagement within their community, which helps make for stronger, more vibrant communities.
Mm-hmm. So you have that one. You've also got the Indigenous Legacy Scholarship.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. So that one's in at $5,000. And another interesting point on that, you can be a mature student going back into school. You can be someone going from high school into university or an existing university student. And again, looking at folks from Indigenous, with an Indigenous background and looking to pursue their educational goals.
So all post-secondary.
Yeah, all post-secondary, correct.
And that can be university, college.
Yeah, it can be trades, it could be university. And again, you can just go to our community scholarship website, tcscholarships.com, and fill out 5 quick questions, see if you qualify, and go from there.
So, and you've got another one, 150 scholarships of $1,000 each, awarding to students who are studying trades relevant to the energy industry. Can you give us an example of some of the things they may...
Yeah.
Engineering?
Yeah, absolutely. Engineering is sort of a big one, but a lot of folks don't realize it could also be an electrician, could be a millwright, could be someone that works on jet engines. A lot of folks don't realize that we use jet engines to push natural gas through our pipelines. We do have electric drives as well, but we do have a lot of jet engines in service, the same ones that are used in aircraft.
That's how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
I always thought you just had it on the right angle. And it just flowed.
No, yeah. So it goes to the product travels through the pipelines to compressor stations, where the gas is compressed and pushed with the jet engine down the pipeline. It's really quite interesting.
So the first step is to get to the website, tcscholarships.com, 5 qualifying questions. And once you've qualified, for example, if you answer all those questions, what kind of things can they expect to have to answer and provide?
Yeah. So I mean, you'll get a notification email of your application, and then the process is actually quite quick. I think by June 30th, I should mention the close date is April 15. So we do want folks to go
got
online.
About a month.
Yeah. April 15. We want folks to go online and get in their application. And then by June 30th, folks will be notified either way if they are successful or not. And another important thing to point out is this is not administered through a third party or through a post-secondary account. Checks are sent directly to the individuals to help offset their education, whether that be books, tuition, or otherwise, to help take the financial burden that sometimes post-secondary can be. It's sort of the ongoing joke that help folks not have to eat noodles while studying every day. Yeah, and again, you don't have to be a straight A student. So,
And the thing that always amazes me, and there's the whole bunch of scholarships out there that people just don't know about. I mean, great companies like yourselves are offering up a lot of money for people to help them through education, and it's just have no idea that these things are out there, and it's tough. You find it's a challenge, I guess, to get the word out there sometimes, and sometimes the students don't hear about them. It could be a parent, a family member, a brother, sister, even anybody. If you know of anybody, I guess, who is involved in going into post-secondary education, to get the word out can be a challenge.
Yeah, that's just it. And it just takes a moment of your time, and we had about 1,000 applications last year. We'd like to maybe double it this year. We're working with folks such as yourself to get the word out there, and people referring other people. And again, you go to the website and you can check out some of the testimonials, some of the past recipients, tcscholarships.com. And we just encourage people to go there, check it out, answer the 5 questions, and participate.
Yeah, as I say, I mean, $600,000 up for grabs for students across North America. I'm in conversation with Steve Loney from TransCanada. They're an energy company, a North American energy company, and we're talking about some of the scholarships that they offer every year, and they call them their community scholarships. And as he mentioned, you can go to their website, tcscholarships.com, for some pre-qualifying questions. Applications close midnight, April 15th, and then by the end of June, you find out if you got a little help. It's with your schooling. Absolutely. So tell us about some of the people that have won in the past. I mean, I don't need in specifically people, but the kind of things they maybe have gone on to do.
Yeah, so we did have a couple of testimonials on the website. So you'll meet one lady on there. She received the Indigenous scholarship, and she chose to go back to post-secondary to get her MBA. So she has a family, chose to go back to school. It's a great little video piece there. I encourage people to check out. And then we did have another recipient in Nebraska that we featured too. So a great video there. A young woman, highly involved in her community, mentoring youth, attending a university, and with a focus on agriculture. And has a passion for agriculture. And just to see the passion of a young person that wants to pursue the passion of agriculture, it's not that common these days. We all know sort of being here on the prairies with farming and things of that nature, to get young people involved in agriculture and help grow that is just phenomenal. So we're very proud to participate in these folks' success.
And the odds are pretty good. As you say, if you get 1,000, even 2,000 applicants, you're giving away 300 of them, right? So it's almost 1 in every 3 or so, 1 in every...
Yeah, I think it's a real great opportunity for people. It's fairly, what I would suggest, low barrier, right? 5 qualifying questions. Just for interest's sake, you cannot be a TransCanada dependent, so you can't. That's really the only sticking point there. And you also have to be a permanent resident of Canada. But other than that, it's wide open. And again, big appeal in a lot of the youth that I talk to is they're pretty excited that they don't have to be straight A students.
Well, I was just thinking that too, because people think scholarships, if I don't have a whatever perfect grade point average, I'm not going to bother applying. But I think that that's one of the things to stress is you don't have to be a straight A student. There's many other opportunities for those kids that don't always get the highest grades because they're spending their time doing other things. So really looking at how well-rounded the individual is, working in their community and doing community works, and just putting their best foot forward, and hopefully we can help. Okay. Thank you, Steve, for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
I'm in conversation with Steve Loney, and we're talking about the scholarships that they have. They're offering this year, TransCanada Community Scholarships. There's 300 of them that they'll be offering, and you can go to their website, tcscholarships.com. We also have a link from our website, classic107.com, $600,000 in scholarships up for grabs. So if you or somebody will qualify, then definitely get them on that website. And you've got till April 15th, midnight, to do the pre-qualifying applications close. Midnight, April 15th. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.